All right, we are live. I'll wait for YouTube to catch up here. Always takes a second. We fire up a live for YouTube to get its button gear. Well, what's going on? Here we go. What's happening tonight, everybody? Looks like we've got Twist Mopar Dennis in here. How's it going tonight, Dennis? Been out there in the garage playing with my truck this afternoon. Busted radio. What's happening, Chris? Man, Homer sure is looking good. I can't wait to see that son of a gun. What a beautiful piece you're putting together. Got Randy Ryan. Haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. Glad to have you stop in. Appreciate it. Mohawk 62. How's it going, Todd? Engine Light Garage. Dr. Arts. Unfinished Project. Mean Street Mopar. Of course, we got Dean Stevenson. Wouldn't be a good live without Dean. He always keeps us all on our toes. Good times. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh man, that is just a beautiful piece. I'll tell you what, years ago I had actually the heads that are on the 318 in my Charger. I bought them off a guy out of the paper when you still bought things out of the paper. And it came with a blower manifold. And back then I didn't have any money. I was just a dumb kid. And I sold that manifold and I wish to hell I never had. B&R's in the house. So, like I was saying this afternoon, I was out there playing with the truck, working on the carburetor. Sup, Mr. Cope? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Gaining on the tune on that carburetor. Boy, what a pain in the ass. But I finally got the idle circuit happy, so stage 1 done. Now we got to get the transition circuit to stop running at 11.5 to 1. And maybe we'll actually get that son of a gun to run right. But the idle ease that they put in those demons, it just don't flow enough air for that big nasty engine. I modified it. I took it apart and opened up that idle ease about as far as I could. It would do any good because it gets its air through slots in the plate and still wouldn't act right. And I ended up with putting an 1/8 inch, 125 thou hole in all 4 throttle plates, and she's happy now. Idle's about 1,000 RPM, about 850, 875 in gear. It actually stays running in gear. Hey, Jay, good to see you, man. John Cope says, we have a potato delivery today by Dougie. Right on. Boy, that Coronet sure is coming together nice, John. I'll bet you're getting excited to drive that car again. What's happening, Mr. Layton? Good to see you, man. Seen you on Facebook. You've been messing around with graphics. That's cool. You making some pretty cool looking stuff. Yeah, kinda. Just a little. Doing some drawing. Yeah, it's fun. If I can offer any advice to you, if you're planning on doing anything to go on shirts or prints like on the hats or any of this, the as cool as the glows, the background glows look, they don't print. So always, if you ever think you're going to do something for a logo and something that might go on a shirt, you might do two versions of it. That's what I do. Most of these guys, they shoot me their logos and they're all fancy and they look awesome, and then I end up having to rework them to put them on a shirt. They always turn out good. I'm no pro, but I'll tell you what, I've learned a lot since I started doing this, and it's a lot of fun. We've got I think we got 8 on board now, and there's actually a couple in the queue working on a design for Dennis, Twisted Mopar Garage. I haven't got a page up for him yet, and Clint Street Machines. I've got his artwork. I've got to find a time to put his page together, and we'll be selling merch for Clint Street Machines on the Gunslinger Graphics page as well. Unfinished says, "Nice hat, Tony." Yep. Appreciate it. Pretty quick here. I expect I'll be hearing from Mr. Culp about the shirts. We're going to be doing the Caspermatic shirts as well. Whenever he's ready. Already got all that artwork done, so it's just a pull the trigger kind of thing on that. What's happening, Turbo Tom? I like your logo, Tom. We ought to get that on a shirt. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you, man. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Robert. You just every single time you do something and you learn something new. Well, I tell you what, Photoshop's a pain in the butt, but it's a really good program. And Illustrator, now that one's a tough one to learn. I think I saw you on Facebook. You were saying you were using an Apple program on your iPad. I've heard of a lot of guys that do that. Procreate, yeah, that's right. I've heard of that software. I've never used it, but I've heard it's really good. And I'm not sure. My son messes around with stuff on his iPhone. He's got an iPhone. What the heck is his? 14. It's either a 13 or a 14 of the fancy Pro one, whatever. But he screws around with drawing stuff on it and does some nice stuff. Any good ones for Android? As far as graphic design stuff, you mean, Jay? Honestly, I don't know. I know for YouTube, I use InShot sometimes. I don't do too many videos and too much editing on the phone, but when I do, I use InShot. And Photo Room is another app on the Android that works pretty good for modifying pictures. And there is a Photoshop app for Android too. That one's actually free, but I don't mess with it much. Yeah, Ryan, I like InShot. I actually, I don't know, 5-6 months ago it went on sale. I got a lifetime subscription to it for like $14 or something. It was well worth it. Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. Did you do the coronet drawing yourself, Ryan? Because I like it. The way you did the car and the finish on it. It actually turned out nice for somebody that says they have limited experience. I thought it turned out well, and that was actually one I had to do very little work to. You did a good job to achieve the result that you wanted. InShot is a good one. Pixar is another editing app that I use. Right on. If you got an iPad, Robert, I'm assuming you probably got an iPhone as well. Yeah, cut it out and put it through an editing app. Yeah. Now the biggest deal, when we want to get prints, prints done for shirts is, shirts or any apparel for that matter is, either vectorized or the hard edges. What we don't want to see is, we all want to see that cool glow from behind, but we unfortunately those, you just can't print them. I've actually been offered a direct-to-garment printer, very expensive unit. Nobody's come up with a price they want for it yet, though, but it belongs to a friend of my wife's. And I'm kicking the idea around. That's be a big leap for the business. What's happening, 38? Good to see you, man. Dean says the mathematically superior UP. LOL. Blaker's in the house. Good to see you, brother. And take it to Walgreens and get it transferred to digital. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. You can do that with printed pictures and stuff. Now Dennis has got a really cool picture of his car that he sent me, but it's a printed picture from a drag strip, and he's taken a picture of it with his phone and sent it to me. And it turned out all right. I think I can work with it. But if not, that might be an option. You can take it to Walgreens, have them scan it to a digital PNG for me. We use 8mm, spent many nights in the red room clipping film. I used to use Adobe on a PC. I've got Photoshop 2024. Same with Premiere Pro is what I do my videos with. Doing some editing right now. Yeah, I've been known to do that. Sit and watch lives and edit video. Leighton says iPhone 14 Max Pro, but it broke the cameras on the back and it's $500 to fix it. That sucks. That's the only bad thing about the iPhones and any of the Apple products is you're kind of held hostage by Apple, and they're extremely expensive. I kind of think they do it on purpose just to make you buy another one because you think about it, $500 to fix a damn thing. It's almost worth it just to buy a new one. But let's see. I took off the insurance. Yeah, that's par for the course. That's what you call Murphy's Law. I hate old Murphy. He's a pain in the ass. Been watching the Casper-Matic get built on Facebook. Pictures here and there. Got to say, I've been pretty lax about watching YouTube. I try to get a few in here and there, but I've been pretty darn busy lately. This merch thing's really kind of taken off for me. It's a good thing. Let's see. Haven't broke one in years. I know the last time I broke a phone, it was the same darn thing. I didn't break one in so long. I was sick of paying $8, $10, $12 a month, whatever the heck it is for the insurance. I took it off, and lo and behold, I broke the damn thing. What's up, Mater? Back to work and no more Saturdays. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. Colleen's in the house. Good to see you. I know tomorrow I got to put pin bushings in the front end of a skid steer. So that'll eat up most of my day tomorrow. And Sunday, I got to take my wife to the airport. She's going on her Caribbean cruise vacation. So I'm going to be here bored out of my mind for a week. Maybe I'll spend some time out in the garage, or who knows. Hoping to get out in the shop tomorrow and clean up and make some videos. Right on. I need to spend some time with my damn TIG welder and learn how to TIG. That's what I need to do this year is spend some more time learning TIG. Got that nice machine. I need to start using it. The wife trusts you to hurt yourself. Not really. Yeah, it's always something screwing around out in the shop. Knock on wood, I haven't hurt myself real bad in a while. Last time I busted up my foot, it was right here in the office. Wasn't even out working on nothing. Clumsy old bastard I'm becoming. Got 2 aluminum repairs to do with TIG, rim repair, and transier. Right on. Should make me a video, Leighton. Maybe I can watch it and learn something. What's happening, Peckerwood? Aaron, good to see you, man. She'll come back with the Bob Marley fancy. Man, Tony, you'll need to keep tabs on her. Well, where she's going, there ain't no cell service or nothing. They charge a ridiculous amount of money on the Carnival cruise she's going on to have internet access. And the roaming charges, if you turn on the phone, are friggin' expensive. So I think she's going to do some sort of limited deal. We'll chat back and forth on Facebook and be about it. Mohawk says, I got the Ranger all legal today, title, tags, and insurance. Tomorrow I get to replace my mailbox somebody flattened. That sucks. You know, the last mailbox bandit we had around here, I'll tell you how I cured his ass. I planted me a crankshaft out of a 306 Ford in the ground, mounted a mailbox on top of that I built out of 1/4-inch plate steel. And some bitch come around here and whacked that thing with a bat and about broke his arm. Flat tacoed an aluminum Louisville slugger. No more mailbox bandits. Taught his ass. Mater says you can always practice TIG welding the frame of my mini top fuel dragster. Well, I'd rather practice on something that's junk. Don't want to wreck something good learning. I got a bunch of shit metal out there. I just need to. What I really need is a damn welding table. I need to build me a good welding table. And just get out there and get busy. Aluminum is tricky, but with TIG, make sure you have dedicated wire brush and grinding wheels and buffing wheels, etc. I have heard that. Actually, I've heard that about any material using dedicated stuff, wheels and grinders and brushes, because it'll pick up the metal and contaminate your work. So I've been told by those who know more than me. Oh, well, you have trust her then. Yep, I do. I have dedicated wire brush grinder for cloths and acetone. I've also heard that to clean your work with acetone. Man, that stuff's gotten expensive too. I actually bought a gallon of it for that, and good God, I think I paid $26 for a gallon of acetone at Home Depot. Acetone or asinine. What's happening, Scott? Good to see you. You know, that's another one. I got to get busy and get your logo put together. I didn't forget you. Mr. Wilburn says, how does a person tell if their 50 Chevy has defective sheet metal that won't hold a paint job? I don't know. Just ask Rich. Or bitch or itch or whatever. Full throttle kind of guy. What's happening, man? Good to see you. Mater's relaxing after a long day at work. It's great to see the camera footage of how'd that go for you, reinforced mailbox moment. Oh, I wish. It's so many years ago, though. Yeah, that would have been, I'll tell you what, that would have been a viral friggin' short. Tell you, I've never heard a man howl like that son of a bitch did when he hit that box with that bat. You know, them aluminum bats, they don't absorb nothing. I guarantee all that shock went right up his arm. Probably broke it. I even wiped down my tungsten filler rod and gloves. Yeah, I have heard that. It's clean is definitely the name of the game with TIG. But that's why it makes sense. That's why it's such a great process that it's clean. Paint don't stick, it's the car's fault. Stock or aftermarket sheet metal? FTKG. Oh, full throttle kind of guy. It's fine factory steel. The painter is the problem. Well, after all, it's the same guy that went on life support because he had to fart. I had to. You know, after all, them fucking haters, they wanna go out there and make lives threatening all of us for shitting on a guy or whatever, and but their buddy Brian Cabral can do it day in and day out. So, you know, I don't even care. It's my life. I'll say what I want. If somebody wants to come take a shot at me, they're more than welcome to try. Heard of homeowners getting sued for having a reinforced mailbox as tested by drunk kids and ball bats. You know, in today's world, man, that don't surprise me. It's like the fucking burglar that falls through the skylight and breaks his leg and then sues you and owns your house. It's disgusting. Probably need to use an acid etching primer. But of course, what's happening, Justin? No Mater etching primer might eat the JB Weld Bondo. Yeah, there's certain things that might attack the epoxy base in JB Weld. All right, I'm taking a break for a few. I will be back. Right on. See you after a while, Robert. Same guy that had cancer 4 months ago. Oh, yeah. I don't get it. I don't get how people can go through life just being a pathological liar. Everything that comes out of their mouth is diarrhea. And of course, you got DRC Dave. His favorite word's cocksucker, and the only thing that leads me to believe is it's an enjoyable pastime for him. Enough of that shit. I enjoy my enjoyable pastime is working on cars. Right? So how's everybody's no-name projects coming along? What's the number, John? How many days, minutes, hours we got left? It has to pass the National State Highway Safety Administration Test 3 standard, where a loaded 40-ton truck with a 53-foot reefer can crash into your letterbox without damaging the plastic headlamps. Right? 208 days, 1 hour, and 31 minutes. That's what we got left to get our stuff put together. I think I'll be all right as long as finances hold out. Just got to finish working on the carburetor. And of course, that's just time. I've already got all the jet kits and bleeds and everything. It's tuning especially on a radical cammed engine like that, is just time consuming. And I was out there working on it. I started messing with about 3 o'clock this afternoon, come in at 7. And I got the idle circuit happy. Stage 1, step 1. Next will be the transition circuit. That's the hardest one because you're jumping from 6 inches of vacuum as soon as you crack the throttle up to about 12, 13, 14, depending on how much. And that vacuum almost doubling like that pulls all that fuel through the transfer slots, and you got to slow it down without leaning the idle circuit out too far and get the main jets to come in, and it's just time consuming. Fortunately, it doesn't have to cost a lot if you got the patience to do it yourself. Beyond that, I want to do some changing on the rear end and get some slicks on it. And I still got to put the drive shaft loop on it. I do still have to do that because it ain't going to pass tech with slicks and no loop. That's no big deal. I've already got the metal to do that too. I just need to build it. Me, it's my job, right? Dean says, we all have to admit Rich 220 has outsmarted all of us. We are all dumb fuckers. I realize the error of my ways and I repent in sackcloth and ashes. Yeah, that's what I got for him. Plenty of time for next year. Keep procrastinating, right? So how are things in Washington? Yeah, pretty soon here, I get off my butt and finish it. Scott's going to have him a logo. I think y'all are going to like it. Procrastination now. When do we want it? Yesterday, right? Yeah, procrastination. It's never any fun. Leighton's back. Welcome back, brother. Yeah, I do my fair share of that too. Gotta talk myself into doing stuff sometimes. Weather's shitty, the wind's blowing or cold or something. I always got some reason. And some days I just get up and go after it. Because it don't get done if you just sit there and look at it. How did that well beat a kneeling go, Leighton? Full Throttle says, welcome back. So how's the charger coming along, Scott? You get all your goodies ordered for it? I haven't welded in a little bit. I might have forgotten. Nah. 38 says, I still need to get this year's new car out of the spot. I've had it in for 15 years. You know, the engine has only sat for 5. Well, my 451 in my truck, after I built it, it sat on the stand for 7 years. So, might have you beat on that one. And it all turned out fine. Dean says, I always figure I'll anneal the weld while I'm doing it, but that's me hammering it afterwards. Yeah, I need to spend a little time and watch some videos and see what you guys are all up to for this year. Been so busy, I just really haven't watched a lot of YouTube. And it kind of sucks because I enjoy it. But busy's a good thing. Sometimes. This week, we released Jed's Jezebel shirt. It's available now on the website. I'm a lazy traco operator. I don't do anything. Nah, there ain't much lazy about dirt workers, man. Peckerwood Customs, I've gone from wasting all my time on Facebook to wasting all my time on YouTube. Tell you what sucks is getting a shorts rabbit hole. I try not to watch a whole lot of shorts for that reason. You just sit there and scroll them, and pretty soon your brain goes numb. Worked a ton of OT since August. Well, that's good for the old bankroll. Sounds great, Leighton. It's not true. Tires, tracks, they don't always give you trouble. Tires, tits, or tracks, they don't always give you trouble. Well, you know what they say. Colleen's got 5 projects going at once and don't know where all my ducks went. Well, you better get them all lined back up now. Weather's getting right for me to get back out in the shop, so I'll be active more. Yeah, that's how I am, man. When the weather's good, I'm outside. When the weather's crappy, I ain't. And we got hit a couple weeks ago with about 2 weeks worth of real shit weather, and this last week it's been really nice, and I think next week it's supposed to be too. So I was out there working today. Figured I messed with the truck. Got a little bit done, so that's good. Got to get me some sliders built for the rear springs. The biggest thing I got to do is build the upper shock mounts for it. I'm going to get rid of the factory located 45-degree angled shocks and put a tubular shock mount directly above the axle so I can get the shocks vertical and get some good double adjustables on it, along with Caltrax and slicks. And I think that'll at least be a step in the right direction to solving the damn traction issues that we had last year. I'd like to actually try and get a little track time on it here locally this year before No Name. Peckerwood Aaron's the same here. Late, but for the opposite reason, been hotter than Satan's nut back here lately and finally starting to back off. Yeah, it doesn't get too bad up here in the summertime. We'll occasionally hit 100, 101, but that's about as hot as it gets. It's not like being down in Phoenix where 120 is a normal day. But I have a box opening video sometime in March. Got to get a new toy and tool coming. Right on. Yeah, I got to find me some slicks for that truck. Got the wheels. I just got to find the tires. Man, the cost of them things, $450, $500 a piece for new. We get over 100 a lot, but 70 plus humidity, that's what kills me. Yeah, the humidity sucks. 100 degrees and 70% humidity, it might as well be $1.20. That's just hellacious heat. Hey, Vic, how's it going, man? Just spent the better part of 2 hours fixing one of my 3D printers. Thought I'd swing by and say howdy. Well, I'm glad you did, man. Yeah, I see you, Scott. I do see your messages. You look in the YouTube side. Yeah, you're showing up on YouTube as well. Colleen says humidity sucks. I completely and wholeheartedly agree. Mohawk, have you decided on some paint yet?
Everything woke turns to shit. Everything woke turns to shit.
And there goes the text messages. Oh, nice. I like that, Jay. If you're still watching. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. Everyone else tell him for me. What did I miss? See you, Scott. Hey, Victor. Every day. Yes, it does. It's been my text message notification since 2019 when he did that rally. I clipped that out of a YouTube video, turned it into a ringtone. Yeah, Jay, you got a good thing going there. I like it. That's going to be cool. I don't know who it is. What are you talking about, Vic? The ringtone? That's Trump. That was from a Trump rally in Alabama back in 2019. What's happening, Lee? Good to see you, man. You ordered a bunch of Andy's stuff. Did you get your shirts and everything on time? NSB saying hi to everybody. Functional says, "Oh, I didn't know that. Man speaks his mind. That's for sure. Whether or not he's right may be up for debate sometimes, but he's not afraid of saying anything." My shirt got here early. Did you get it yesterday, Brian? It was supposed to have been there yesterday. How you doing? Yes, Tony. Dean hid them on me. Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah, I tell you, that Casper shirt sure did turn out nice. Not a proper quorum till you're here, Dust Devil. That is true. What you up to tonight, Brian? Now I'm searching for a tunnel ram. A lot of people are. The tunnel ram mafia is taking shape. It's becoming it's the word I'm looking for, an epidemic. It's just something cool about a tunnel ram. Twisted Mopar Dennis is back. Had to go to my son's house real quick. Well, welcome back, Dennis. Wish they made them for the Ford FE. They do, you know what? Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen a tunnel ram on an FE. I know they make some nice dual quad manifolds for them. FE happens to be one of my favorite Ford engines. I really like them. 428 that I did for my buddy last year turned out nice. Well, shit, that's been a couple years ago now, almost. Don't do it. Right? What's happening, Steven? Tunnel Ram Mafia. Hell yeah. The adapter for the 351 Cleveland manifold. That's right. Cross ram cartel. Absolutely. I'm going to have to come up with a design for that. Victor, yes, he wants you to make 10 more. Been crazy with work and haven't been able to get the videos done. Yours is in the works, I promise. MT cross rams do pop up from time to time. Yeah, I tell you, find anything, single carb syndicate. That's funny. When you do find a nice manifold or anything nice like that for the FEs, especially Cobra Jet stuff, man, it's expensive. It's almost like paying a Mopar tax on a Ford. Actually, I think it's just about as bad as Mopar tax. I didn't even go crazy on that 428 for my buddy, and shit, that thing was $12,000 to build it. Now, grant you, a little bit of that was profit for me, but not much. Very pleased. I'll email you and we can talk about it. Yeah, 10 of them. That's going to be a job for you. Wendy English is in the house. How's it going tonight, Wendy? Good to see you. You know who I ain't seen in here yet tonight is JB and Lars. Wonder what kind of nonsense them two are up to. They usually always come around. I'll keep putting a bigger single carb on it till it slows down. Well, so far I think that that 850 Demon is going to be enough for mine, but we'll see. Big Block 402 Steven saying, hey to everybody. Doing good. How about yourself? I'm doing well. Got to spend a little time out in the garage working on the truck this afternoon. That was fun. I enjoy working on that thing. It's hard to find time, though. Just got my front pump bushing so I can finish the transmission build, get it back in candy cane. Right on. Nope, you need a 1050 Dominator, right? Then I don't need another manifold. But you're probably right, Dennis. It's that is a hungry engine. True that. Time I do that, I got a hole in the hood. I ain't even got the clearance to run the 1-inch spacer I'd like to run under the carburetor that's on it. We'll get her all dialed in, see what she does. I do know once I put the AFR meter on it is a little bit lean on the top end, but there's still a lot of room to jet. That was with stock jets in it. It was running about 13.5 at 5,500 wide open. Like to see a little richer than that. As we all know, tuning a car, baby steps, wide open, kind of the last thing. Need to get the idle circuit behaving first and the cruise and transfer second, because it's, I mean, I suppose for race only it wouldn't necessarily matter, but can't have it driving around on the street 11 to 1, 11 and a half to 1 air fuel ratio. Won't have rings in it for very long to keep that shit up. And then we can get the top end wide open throttle dialed in, secondary jetting, power valve kind of stuff. 437 pickup, 2/10 off of 950 to 1050. I believe it. Engine's an air pump. More air you can move through it, more power it's going to make. Found a guy that has a complete 3D print, a bunch of cars. I think I might start producing my own bodies if I can find enough of them. That would be cool. So, Tech, that motor you built is going to rod knock for sure. Whose motor are you talking about there, bud? Can't hang out. I have to get up at 3:30 for work. I'll talk to y'all later. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, Steven. I'm only going to run this a couple hours tonight myself. I got to get up not quite that early. I got to get up about 6. Buddy's coming over, and we're going to knock some bushings into his skid steer. That ought to be a day's worth of work. Curious whose engine we're talking about here going to have a rod knock. Don't work too hard tomorrow, Steven. Dennis been sorting through a bunch of stuff to take to Indy. Right on. Skid steer bushes are a barrel of laughs. Yeah, these are the ones we got to do, are the ones in the front arms where the bucket attaches. Are plumb wore out. It's a 3-year-old John Deere 318, but he works them hard. Made a lot of money with them machines. You guess Total Tech ain't gonna tell us whose engine he was talking about. Glad to have you participate in the chat, but drop a comment. Let's elaborate on it. Of course, it'd be cool as hell if I probably would fit under the hood of that truck, a set of long rims. That would be cool as hell. And go multiple carburation, just go all the way. working our life away, Aaron. We need a vacation. How's things over on the other side? Yeah, my wife will be in your neck of the woods Sunday afternoon there in SB. I think she's landing in Orlando. And they're getting on the cruise ship on Monday, and she's going for a week-long cruise. So she gets a vacation. It's going to be fun for her. And it's been hot, damn hot, starting to back off, hopefully, hoping to get some work done again soon. That's been the opposite. Here it's been colder than shit. Finally starting to warm up. We've had some nice 60 and 65 degree days. Still getting down in the 30s at night, but that ain't bad. Been 70, almost 80 degrees next week. Damn, you're spoiled, Dennis. I'd gladly swap. No thanks. I like it warm, but I don't like it hot. That's why I don't live down in Phoenix. That 120 shit, I can't take it. Fuck that humidity. It's been pretty nice down here. I'm not ready for summer. Yeah, you guys get that muggy weather too, don't you? I need to get going. Have a great night. Great weekend, everybody. Thanks for the live. Of course, Mohawk. Glad to see you. Glad to have you in here. Appreciate you hanging out. And you do the same. Have yourself a great weekend, brother. Dennis says 70 to 80 is perfect to me. I completely agree with that. Sent you an email. What do you think about them? I'll get the domain if you like them. Well, let me take a look. Right on, Damien. I like it. But don't run out and get the domain. I will register the domain if you wanna do what the other guys are doing and sell on have me do them and sell them. It gets too cumbersome when I don't have access to the domain to keep everything working smoothly on the website. But we'll talk. We'll definitely talk. I think you should have my number, don't you, Damien? Keep forgetting your truck be a street monster, and 850 be a much better pick for street use. If you was racing, you'd always exactly. See, that's half the battle is have keeping it streetable. I mean that engine is little much for the street as it is. It's just got a big cam in it. Well, the deplorable is here, out of range for my Wi-Fi. Well, son of a gun. You better go get back in range, JB. Good to see you, brother. Where's your partner in crime? 173 cubic inches of perfection. JB's. Yes, sir. Dean. Yeah, and back to Dennis's comment. That's actually why I didn't go with the Dominator on that engine is because of streetability. But I'm beginning to think I might have been better off. Tuning a Dominator can't be any worse than tuning what I got. Oh, Andy's running dual Dominators on his tunnel ram. And A Street drives it. He ain't getting the mileage quite there that he wants yet, but I think he'll get there. Andy knows his way around a carburetor. That boy's probably forgotten more than I'll ever know. Landis went home, hanging out with my boy by the fire. Right on. I figured what you meant. You're talking about Lars. Yeah, fucking spell check's a pain in the ass, ain't it? Yeah, I like a good bonfire. They're always fun. Just chilling, drinking beer, hanging out. Good way to spend a Friday night. JB's little shop's out of Wi-Fi range. Hello from home in the Ranger. You doing anything with the trash truck, JB? You been doing any work? Heck, I'm still hooked in. Right on. You won't go much beyond a stock setting. Jetting, same way. Up or down 2 jets. Dominator, same way. Yeah. Well, it needs to fatten up a little bit on the top end. Wide open. I think I got room to do that with the annulars. I did. What the hell was it? It shipped with 88s in the secondaries, and I bumped them up to 92s, and it helped. I'm actually still running the 80s in the primary with the power valve that it shipped with. That damn carburetor came with an 8.5 power valve. I did drop that down to a 5.5. And that's subject to change yet, too, as we start diving into the mid-range transfer circuits. I'm still hooked in. Next week we start back in the truck. Let's see what happens. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Getting to start seeing some nice weather again and getting itched to go mess with the truck. The only difference in the way to do it is, yeah, you're on alcohol. I tune it for the heat and build down the track in miles per hour. The gas is a little different, but same principle. Yeah, alcohol, use a lot more of it. Dave advised our 25-hole well tube tuning rule at the 149 to 2 minute mark. Fuel jetting is trimmed by the emulsion tube, well, tube hole opening or blocking. I've got you a tube clip. I have to go find that video. I watch 90% of David's stuff. He is definitely a wealth of information. Rabbit Transit J is going to hit the sack. Have a good night, everybody. You too, man. Glad you came in and hung out with us for a while. Not really a lot more, but really, buds, when tuned correctly, it's comparable to gas, really. All right, Jay. You've been called out by a couple of people. Not sure if that car is noting nothing can bring it. Who's been called out? Who's been called out, Jay? Or JB, I mean. See this post. I will. Damn, spell correct. I hate that shit. Did get registered for No Name Nationals this year. That is awesome. Get to hang out again. Maybe we can revisit my wife hanging out in your car and get a picture of her this time. I still think that's too funny. I somehow managed to miss that. I saw on Facebook today that Two Hacks Jeff took his Thunderbird up to Mr. John Cope's shop. Guess they'll be doing a bunch of coolness to it up there. Can't wait to see the outcome of that. Alex at something wants to race me with a small Ford 4-cylinder. Right on. Alex is good people. I like him. I'll have you drive around in it. Right on. That'd be fun. You have to tell her no excuses. You're going to be on camera. You're going to go for a ride in Dennis's car. You're going to be on camera. He's tagging it to Hot Rod Garage. They say 590s in the 8th. Bullshit. Yeah, maybe with a 500 shot of nitrous. You don't have a flat fuel delivery, you can trim richness from lean to rich throughout the wide open throttle engine speeds. Wonder if NSB would like to make a pass in my car down the track. That'd be a good race, actually. You against his dart. That would actually be a really good race, I think. He is bad fast. Dennis, you trying to spoil me, he says. Jetting doesn't have to be changed. Profiling of air fuel can be stepped by opening or closing the tube holes. Sorry, peoples. We are fixing to get to have some fun. I'm just holding back for now. Why hold back? We'll fly the big bird for Richie Rich. Tell you, some people just can't be helped. We go tomorrow and help a friend out at 512 in his duster. It'd be bad fest. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That's be a good match for just Mopar Joe with his 512 and his Barracuda. Figure June or July to get these call outs. Yeah, we get a few things start coming together on the truck and make sure I'm going to be able to make everything that I want to happen. And I'll do a couple of call outs myself. I've already kind of unofficially told Andy I want to race him. Casper, drag Casper down the track. Dart 2.0 has some of Dennis's comforts in it, hopefully thinking of redoing the cage at some point, but that's way in the future. Dynoed at 800 horse, right on. A lot of compression and some real good heads. Is that NA, Dennis, on gas or alky? Right on. One of the major upsides to alcohol is that it runs cool. And it makes good power. But it's definitely easier to keep an alcohol engine cool than it is a gas one. I will tell you this, just hanging out by your son and a fire listening to music can't beat that stuff. I absolutely agree, JB. Absolutely agree. 730 roller, 1 of 6 rockers, Indy 345 heads, flowing 380. Nice. That's some good flow. I mean, I've put a lot of work into mine. I should say David Hughes put a lot of work into mine. I paid him real good money to do it, but mine are flowing about 355. I have a friend that's selling an 87 Grand Prix Turbo 6.0 making over 700 horsepower at the wheel. I think he was asking 15K. That'd be a cool car. My dad didn't like gangster rap JBs. Hey, man. Yeah, that'd be a getting it son of a bitch right there. An 87 Grand Prix with a 6.0 in it. That is not a very big car. Or was that, or wait a minute, 87. Was that was still a big car, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, it's a G body. Not a huge car. It's like the Monte Carlos and the Cutlass Grand National. Yeah, that ought to scoot pretty good. Or did he like inner circle? I was worried he was going to turn me upside down and whoop my ass. Card run a 585 before. It should be a 560. That's quick. That's damn quick. Still haven't figured out the rear I bought. I'm sure it's an 8 1/4, 8.5 to 410 will change this thing. It will a lot. 410 gears are going to change a lot for you, brother. Fairly nondescript looking. It's an 8.5 cert cage. Not big to my standards, but it's a G body. Yeah. I like them G bodies though, for a GM car. Of course I'm a Mopar guy, but I like everything. I did. I actually, back in the day, I had the hell year was that thing? It was an 83 Cutlass. I liked that car. Had a V6 in it. I dropped a 350 small block Chevy in it. That was fun for a while. It's more of a daily driver, but would embarrass the occasional punk that thought it was just a grandpa's car. It's okay now, though. He's 89. He mightn't do that. Might have a hard time whooping your ass now, huh, Dean? Yeah. A 700 horse and a G body. That'd be fun. For 15 grand, that's actually not bad. By today's standards, 15,000 bucks for a race car is not a lot of money. Yeah, you can't build one for that. I have some 400s and one buck does it 455 in my viewfinder. You're gonna put a big engine in something, JB. Oh, never mind. I get what you're saying. You're gonna knock them out. You're gonna knock them out with your blowed 2.8. I think that little 2.8 still got a lot left in it. It's one of them combinations that you just got. Once you get it right, that thing's gonna really surprise a lot of people. He's got an illegal green water hose bypass. JB's Buck does it. Deke will catch Buck does it at tech time. JB's not scared at all. I wouldn't be. Get some gears in that thing, and hell, he might even find you some slicks and put on it. Because you might come to find out, you start launching that thing with them 410s in it, you might run into some traction trouble on street tires. That deeper gear is going to multiply your torque output a lot. Dennis going to call it a night. Good night, Dennis. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. We'll talk soon. Take care. Lars getting anything going with getting the engine in his truck there, JB? Trying his best. That's all you can do, man. Shit's tough right now. It's kind of where I'm at. Getting by, but I ain't getting rich. Hey, there he is. Mr. Nonsense himself. He's working on it, fingers crossed. What's up, y'all? How's it going, Mr. Lars? Good to see you. I'm going to make like a baby and head out. You guys have a great weekend. You too, brother. Appreciate you hanging out. Damn that LP. That's funny. Wendy saying hi to Lars. Tell you what, Lars been putting out some pretty funny stuff on his channel lately. Always enjoy watching that. It's always good for a laugh. And of course, there's the assholes that every once in a while need put in their place, and it's always fun to find a funny way to do that. JB had a blowout in his jeans today, like he liked that crap. Whoops. Backwoods Custom Crap says, damn, I'm late. Well, we're still hanging out here for a little bit yet. How you doing tonight, brother? Another 30 minutes or so, we'll let her run. And I ain't gonna run real late tonight because I got a bunch of work I got to do tomorrow. But I didn't get a chance to get on last week, and left space open for somebody celebrating their YouTube achievements. It's always cool. I figured I'd come on for a couple hours tonight and hang out with everybody. It's always a good way to unwind after a long week, hanging out with friends. Yeah, JB, why don't you tell the people about that? Better late than never. Wendy is right. Better late than never. Yeah, it's always funny the things we can find to laugh at that goes on throughout the day. for whatever reason, one person's mishap usually turns out to be everybody else's comedy. Sounds like JB was on the wrong end of the recipient today. Shit happens, man. So what else you been up to, Mr. Lars, besides making funny videos? JB says, well, you bend over to put on a 4-door panel and shit just goes wrong. Well, you are working on a Ford. Some of them like to cooperate, and most of them don't. Guessing you was probably working on your boy's car. Just nonsense, and that's about it. Yeah, well, the nonsense is fun. Life's too short to be a fucking stick in the mud. Gotta have something to laugh at once in a while. You know what they say, all work and no play and make you a dull boy. What the hell's going on here? Okay, well, YouTube browser wasn't behaving itself. Tell you what, though, it was kind of satisfying to get that carburetor half-ass behaving itself on the truck. Just never really wanted to idle good in gear. And get it to where it'd run, and sit there and idle and park or neutral, and you put it in gear and it just couldn't get enough air. I really didn't want to do it, but ended up having to. Drilling them throttle plates was the answer. Now you can throw it in gear and it just sits there and chops right along. That engine does like to idle high. Choppity chop, chop, chop. We're gaining on it. That's good. Just got to make sure everything's happy up top. What's happening, Wendy?
Nothing much. Just cutting peppers up. I'm going to make biscotti tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I'm going to make it
Sounds
tonight.
good.
I'm going to make it tonight.
For tomorrow's dinner.
Yeah, because I have to work. So
I do that when I make a big pot of chili. I get everything going the night before. Let it crock pot cook all day. It's easier that way. Less stress.
quicker.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, you spend the time somewhere, but it's quicker on the day you're actually going to eat it.
Right. If I'm going to make homemade ham potatoes and pot pie or a potato salad or whatever, I'll peel my potatoes the day before and put them in water.
Yep.
I mean, I made homemade French fries yesterday, and I peeled them the night before and left them in water because I was hungry for homemade French fries with gravy on them.
Oh, that actually sounds good.
Yeah. It was really good. And I haven't used my deep fryer in years. I had Don drain the oil out of it, and I got oil from the grocery store there the same night, Wednesday. And I didn't use my deep fryer. I just put the oil in the pan.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing's so old. We've been using the air fryer for the last 4 or 5 years, maybe even more.
Yeah.
We tried homemade French fries in the air fryer. They're not the same.
No, they're not.
No, frozen ones are okay, like the steak fries and that.
Yeah.
In an air fryer, but not fresh potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried it. It don't work. It's not the same.
Well, the thing with the frozen ones is they've already been cooked once, and that's why I think that's part of why they turn out good in an air fryer. But they ain't quite the same. But they turn out good. I make a lot of shit in an air fryer. Better for you. But I also
we use our air fryer up a lot.
Yeah, so do I. I actually just got one of them big. It's a big, like a 4-in-1. It's a convection oven / toaster oven / air fryer.
Oh, the square ones.
Yeah, big. It's a big one. It's bigger than like a countertop microwave. It's a big son of a gun, but it works good.
If I ever had to get a new stove, because when my son bought his house 3 years ago, he had a nice stove in it, but the bottom of it had just a little bit of rust and all that. It wasn't a lot. Didn't he go buy a damn new stove? Yeah. And isn't there an air fryer in the oven?
Wow, really?
Yeah. So if I ever have to get a new stove, it's going to have an air fryer in it.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I do like this thing. It takes a lot of power. It's like, what the hell is it? 1,800 watts or something. It takes a bunch of power to run, but it works good. And it's big. You can make a lot of food on it. It's got basically a grate that slides in like a rack, and you put all your shit on there, and it's got a catch tray under it. And I like the thing.
I almost took my air fryer to Missouri last year. I love my air fryer.
Yeah, no, I like them too. I use the shit out of them. Well, and you know what I like about them more than anything is they ain't such a mess to clean up.
No.
The deep fryer, deep fryer is good, but man, they're a pain in the ass to keep clean.
Yeah. I mean, I even do like chicken wings in my air fryer now.
Yep, I do too.
Instead of in the oil and then your house smells like oil.
Yeah. Chicken wings, chicken tenders, all that kind of stuff.
Well, these are just chicken wings, and you put your hot sauce on them, make hot wings out of them.
Yeah, buffalo wings.
Yep.
I eat the shit out of them. I love hot wings.
Backwoods says I like pot pies. Oh, they ain't pot pies. It's homemade pot pies.
Cooked a 16-ounce steak in air fryer. I've never done that, but I'll tell you what I do like to make in air fryer is hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Don just makes them in the microwave.
Yeah, hot dogs come out real good. You throw the hot dogs in there for 3-4 minutes, and they actually cook up pretty quick. And then I put them in the bun, and I stick the bun in there with the hot dog in it for another 30 or 40 seconds in that air fryer. Man, they come out good.
We've had this air fryer for so long, and I've tried to tell Don on how many times, if you're going to heat something up, instead of using the microwave, like if you're going to reheat chicken or a pork chop, I said there's a button on the air fryer to reheat it.
For that, yeah.
Yeah. Because if you put it in the microwave, it dries it out.
Yeah.
And I made pork chops in that. And I told him, I said, if you eat any of them pork chops, I said, reheat them in the air fryer. I said, there is a button for that. And he did that. He's like, that was pretty good.
I am not a big fan of the microwave. I use a microwave as little as possible.
I mean, you can reheat pizza in it.
In the air fryer.
Yeah, I'll get the Texas toast, the frozen, and I'll put pizza sauce on it with cheese and pepperoni and do them in the air fryer too.
Throw them in the air fryer, yeah. Do that with English muffins too.
But I'll cook the
Wilburn says Tony's wearing a Jed shirt. I'm wearing a Tony shirt. Wendy should be wearing a no-name shirt.
Oh, well, thank you, John. I don't have a no-name national shirt.
Well, somebody's going to have to change that for you.
Yeah, I don't have one. Don does.
LP Lars says, but the air fryer isn't as fun to stare at like the microwave is. Watching the shit spin around inside there. Yeah, but the food comes out a lot better. You could borrow W wrongs.
No, he only wears a large. And Don's is a 2X, and I wear an extra large. I'm bigger than Ron. Ron's a little tiny little thing.
Wrong English.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilburn, a comedian.
Oh, I'll get one. I'll get me a shirt. Don't worry. If I put Don's on, it would be like I would be floating in it.
We need to get the cat some shirts made.
I don't think so. I don't think they'd wear it.
Well, I'm sure Don would wear a shirt with his logo on it.
Oh, I thought you meant my cat.
No. I'm talking about the one-eyed. I'm talking about the one-eyed cat.
I thought you said you ought to get one with your get a shirt for your cat.
I said the cat. I always just call Don Cat. Yeah, okay. I see where that was my fault. Are you kidding? Don would and I would.
What?
I think he's talking about wearing a one-eyed cat shirt.
Jeffo has a cat. Jeffo has a shirt.
Jethro has a no-name shirt.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about my damn cats. Well, my Maine Coon needs one. I partially shaved her. I got her cheeks down to her neck and down her back and down her side. Now I got to get her belly and her tail. Supposed to do it on my weekends off. My weekend off was last weekend, but that didn't work. So I shaved her last night partially and then the other night before.
Yeah, we don't have to do a big run of them. You just make a handful of one-eyed cat shirts.
Right.
It's a nice thing about the way I do them, especially if you don't get in a hurry for them. I can work it where it doesn't have to be real expensive.
What, you can do shirts for me?
Yeah. That's what I do.
Can you do them baby blue?
I can get doing whatever color you want.
Because they probably be with like the interior, like his car. It's like a kitchen blue.
Right.
Kind of like the one
It just depends, it just depends on the shirt. I mean, the shirt itself, it's the color of the shirt when you buy, you buy the shirts, but are you talking about the color of the graphic?
Color of the shirt.
The color of the shirt itself, yeah. I mean, they're available in hundreds of different colors. There's several blues.
Yeah, because I mean, Don might like the gray. He don't like to wear. I mean, he does wear them black.
Yeah.
And he don't like the decals like where they're like thick. Like
right.
the shirts that John has for No Name Nationals, that material, that decal's fine.
Yeah. Well, it's a similar process that I use.
Yeah, Don don't like the decals thick.
Right. Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah, they got to be able to breathe.
Yes.
John says, what percentage of the shirts I wear are black? 99.9. Yeah, I have a closet full of probably 50 shirts. I've probably got 2 that aren't black.
All Don's shirts that are black are from Uncle Tony that I had purchased for him.
Yeah.
And Busted Radio.
Well, you're going to find most of the automotive type shirts are going to be black. And there's a reason for that. Us car guys, we work in the damn things. And you get a light colored shirt, and the first time you work on the car, it's wrecked.
Yeah,
black hides all that shit.
But if you're wearing it in the summertime, black's a no-go.
I do wear them in the summertime, but I do agree that they do get warm sometimes.
I mean, all the ones I got for Don from Uncle Tony, pretty much all of them, he's already cut all the sleeves off of them.
Yeah, to stay cooler.
Yeah.
John Wilburn says, guys wear black shirts. It's just the way it is. Indeed. What? Black all year round. Thanks. It's a uniform. Yes, sir. Let's see here. When you're talking about a blue, you're talking about a blue kind of like that one-eyed cat shirt that Don was wearing at first year No Name.
Yeah,
Color like that. What's that?
Levi made that for him.
Mm-hmm.
It says "Cats are idiots," and then on the back.
Yeah, and it's got the cat's ass on the front of it.
Yeah, I think it's called Kitchen Blue. It's a kind of like this blue.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my knife. These came from Buffalo Brian. I searched these up. For one knife is $10.
Holy shit.
More. He works at the milk plant up there where they make monsters and butter and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me this knife. I searched it up. It's called a Dexter. Them bitches are sharp. They're like $10, $9 and up. It depends on what you get.
Right.
You can get steak knives and everything, but this here is a paring knife. They got different colors. And I was showing Don, I was like, it's not like I'm not going to order any because I can get them from free. From Brian.
Yeah.
LP said it looks like a Dexter knife. Yes, it is. I got a blue one. I got green ones. And look, it'll cut you.
Don't be doing that.
I was cutting stuff last night. I have liquid bandage on it right now. It's a pain in the ass.
Like that color, Wendy?
Yep, kitchen blue, baby blue looking.
Yeah, that particular shirt is actually Carolina Blue Mist is the color, is the actual color name of that shirt. But yeah, I can get those. That was off my wholesaler's website where I get the shirts from. Now I can get a shitload of different colors. Yeah, we could do a few one-eyed cat shirts. Hell, I know the guy that did the artwork. I mean, I think that should be pretty easy.
Yeah. I think I know him. Yeah, you make me some. I'll pay you for them. I think I have your address here. Let me look at my address book.
You should. But yeah, we'll talk and just figure out what you want. And we do if you want to just do the cat logo on the front or the back, or do something on both sides or whatever. But yeah, I think the cat should have a shirt. That's a simple design. You could get Izzy to make you a shirt.
Huh?
Backwoods Custom Crap says you could get Izzy to make you a shirt.
But why is there a laughy face?
Shit, I don't know. If he's talking about Dizzy Izzy, he'd probably make you a Biden shirt.
I'd burn it.
You and me both.
Return to sender. Don't know that, President. I sent it to the White House, and man, they'd have security all over it.
Now there is a Biden shirt that I make that I will wear.
What does it say? He sucks?
Oh, there's a couple of them here. I'll show them to you. These are on my website. There's one of them.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Dizzy was making shirts on his trailer. No name, used spray paint and stencil from parts. Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. And then there's... yeah, see, these are all the shirts I'm doing for some of the other channels on my website. Here's another one. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few. It's
Nope, I don't have your address.
I'll have to email it to you again then.
Well, if John has it, he can message
Yeah.
it, and I can put it in my.
And you know what? I've got your phone number. Hell, I could text it to you too.
Yeah.
You must not have wrote it down because you sent me a check in the mail when I did the stickers for you. So you had it at one point.
Yeah, but it came from your business.
Well, yeah.
That's why I didn't write it down.
Oh, well, it's the same business that's gonna make the shirts.
Yeah, I probably don't have it then.
I'll send it to you again. Here, here's a fun one.
Boom.
The ghost gun. Probably get thrown off of YouTube for saying that word. Here you go.
Oh, you said the G word. Oh yeah. I just put gas in my van on my way to work today. It's like, holy crap, $50.
It's wild.
And it's going up again.
I noticed that because I just got some gas the other day. I filled a couple gas cans. I got some regular and I got some premium for the truck. And then my wife went and bought gas for the car today, and she said it was what she say she paid $3.29 for it or something. I said, well, shit, that went up. I got it for less than $3 just last week.
Well, the other day I filled up. Oh, a couple weeks ago I filled my van up. It was $3.19 a gallon, and I gave Don the card because he can't have it because he loses shit. He went and put gas in his car, and it was $3.29. It's like, damn, I just put gas. It went up 10 cents overnight.
Yeah. No, they're up to some shit again.
And right now at Sheets, it's someplace I see it was $3.60 something.
That's ridiculous. John Wilburn says, I have a shirt with the word Democrats and a circle with a slash over the word. Yeah, that's an easy enough one to do. Simple and straight to the point. Got a few that I need to get up.
I don't think Dean likes Trump either, does he? Dean Stevenson?
I don't know. Dean doesn't even live in this country, so.
Well, I don't know. One night, someone was live. I don't remember who it was, and he's like, something about Wendy cleaning up. And I had the Trump flags back there. I don't know if that's what he was talking about, or if it was because I had laundry on the damn table.
Yeah, I don't know.
He pushes my buttons.
But you know what? I really don't give a shit if you like Trump or hate Trump. You can't argue with he did a good job.
Yeah.
You know, your toilet might back up and you got to call a plumber to come fix it. And that plumber might be a complete asshole. But you know what? If he fixes your toilet and you can take a dump when he's done, you're happy. Right?
Yeah.
You don't have to like the guy. He did a good job. He fixed your shitter.
Don't have JB and them come fix it. They're going to tear your whole house apart.
Dean doesn't participate in his politics. I respectfully can't count his opinion of Trump. Yep, exactly.
Because I said something to Colleen. I said, what is up with him? Why is he always busting my freaking bubble?
I honestly don't think Dean means any harm. He's just funny. Dean's just a character. He's funny.
I don't care how people live, da 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 da. I mean, my dining room's not dirty. It was just there's shit, just crap there.
Right.
And I'm here trying to clean it up and all that, and just to make him happy, so he stopped fucking with me. He pissed me off. Laura says, that's right, Wendy. Just tear the crap up.
There's another one of my designs.
Joe on the hoe, gotta go. That's right.
Now, I sold a shit pot full of these before the 2020 stole-election.
I even ordered Don he don't know. I ordered him a bunch of signs to put up in the winter office. Vote no, Joe and the hoe.
I sold a shit load of those before the 2020 election.
Did you see where he fell up the steps again?
I didn't, but I ain't surprised.
He was on they made the steps smaller, like the aircraft, put him on a smaller aircraft. And didn't he stumble up the steps twice? Just the other day. I shared it on my Facebook page.
I'll have to go find it. Sold quite a few of these decals.
Oh, I see a video today with, I don't know when it was. I seen it today. It was on like a news thingy. Biden and Nancy Pelosi were walking together and they were holding hands. She was walking him to the plane steps. She had high heels on. I don't know if she was drunk or not. I don't know.
She's always drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, you might think she's drinking water in the White House. Hell no, she ain't.
No, she's drinking straight vodka, probably.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, you guys already all saw that one. I had it on the truck at No Name. I'm just looking for some of my funny shit to show you guys. Oh, yeah, this one pissed a lot of people off.
Don't be a Axel.
That pissed a lot of the COVID conspirators off.
You know, vaping is worse than cigarettes.
That's what they say. Smells better, though.
People come in the store all the time and they're in there vaping. I tell them, you're not allowed to vape in here. Why not? It's not cigarettes. Because some people might be immune to that stuff, have a reaction to it.
LP just made him a purchase at the old Gunslinger Graphics. What did he buy?
Yeah, that's the name of the place.
What's yeah, that's my company, my business.
Yeah, that's why I don't have. Oh, wait a minute.
No, he got him a Rabid Transit shirt. We'll get that out for you in the morning, Lars.
I might have the address because I still have the box that you sent the stickers in. Because Don keeps all of his stickers in there.
Which ones you talking about, John? The Vax holes? Anti-vax needle. Smoking is a leading cause of lung cancer. Yeah. You know, I don't give a shit what you want to put in your body, but don't think you're going to force it on me. That's where that whole idea for that shirt came from. Me and a buddy.
Yeah, I do have your address.
I figured you did. The package from the sticker.
Yeah, I
There you
still have it. I'll have to write that down in my book.
All right, we'll figure out what you want, and we'll figure out what it'll cost, and I'll let you know.
Okie doke. Don wears a 2X.
No, I can get them all the way from small all the way up to 5X.
There's
So
a difference. You know how you get a shirt that says extra, extra large?
mm-hmm.
Don wears where it says a 2X.
Well, that just depends on the brand.
Because if I get him an extra, extra large, they won't fit him. Only a 2X will.
Well, some manufacturers call it 2X and some manufacturers call it XXL. So it's not.
I can't wear an XXL.
Well, it just depends on the manufacturer of the shirt. What brand of the shirts do you get for him?
I've ordered shirts for him off of jiffyshirt.com.
Yeah, but what brand?
Gildan's.
Gildan.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I use is the Gildans.
And he wears a 2X, not an extra.
Okay.
Because when I ordered them from Uncle Tony and that, they had to be a 2X, and I explained it to them. It cannot be an extra, extra large. It has to say 2X on it, or it won't fit them. And Don's like, "What's the difference?" I said, "There is a difference, Don."
What's happening, Bad Attitude Blake?
And when Levi wanted to know what size shirt Don wore when he made that shirt for him, I explained to him it had to be a 2X, not an extra, extra large. I said there's a difference. He's like, I didn't know that. I said, yes, there is a difference.
Not a damn thing, LOL. Hey, Dean. Hey, Tony. Good to see you, Blake. Now, here's a funny one I did a while back. And this is the fucking truth.
Some people suck.
You didn't kill nothing, Blake. What happens if the end user has really big bumps? Do they stretch? If I've got man boobs, or do I need to go up another size? The size charts are on the website, Dean. Shows on all the shirt listings on the website. I've got size charts that you can take measurements and figure them out. Ain't it though, Blake? Simple and straight to the point.
Oh, Dean got man boobs, I see. I hear. As tiny as he is, I like now I got man boobs.
Well, it's funny. I can wear a 2X, but I prefer a 3X because I'm more comfortable in it.
Right, you like them big.
I don't like to be restrained. Like I said, I can get in a 2X, but I need to lose weight. I'm just getting fatter by the moment. Fucking diabetes makes it hard to lose weight, too.
Yeah, you can only eat certain stuff.
It don't matter what you eat, it does, but it doesn't matter what you eat or don't eat. Losing weight's a bitch. I need a shirt that says 11 people suck, and here's a list. Send me the list, John. I can make that shit happen real easy. Dang, I just looked at the text I got from buying a shirt. It's been right 11 months since the first time I bought something. Yep, from when you bought the original Tony's Hot Rod Garage one ball shirt. And then you went and lost it. Did you ever find it? More than 2 hands full is too much.
JB probably used it as a rag.
Probably. Yeah, no shit, huh, John? Who the fuck did we do this one for? Shit.
But I'm going to drop off here. I'm going to start my biscotti, but I'll still be in the chat.
All right, Wendy. Yeah, we're going to close it. I'm going to close it down here in a few minutes anyway. I got a bunch of work to do in the morning. I got to get up early, so and bust out a few shirts. I got a couple pending orders, and then Lars ordered one, so I got 3 or 4 I got to do in the morning. Get them out in the mail, and then I got to go get Greasy in the shop. So
Yeah, I think I have your phone number. Let me check quick.
you should. If not,
Yeah.
I know I've got
I have
yours.
messaged
So.
you before.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, let me know if you got it or you don't. If you don't got it saved, I'll send you a message.
Tony Ross.
Ross, yeah.
Yep, I got you.
928 number.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the error code, right?
Yep. 928
Yep,
number. That's me.
Yep, I got that.
Right on. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight.
Okie doke.
These are going to come available here real soon. I'm going to throw up another picture here real fast. Have these up for sale real soon. I'm gonna do a bunch of decals as well as put that on shirts. We've got several sayings. Got the Save America. Fuck your feelings. All of those. Let me go through here and let's see what all do I got. I got make liberals cry again. No more bullshit. Keep America great. Fuck your feelings. Drain the swamp. And because socialism sucks. Damn, I'll go and start a replay and see what I missed. Yeah, just same old BS and hanging out, talking about shirts and cars and my carburetor and all kinds of shit. Gaining on the tune on the carburetor. I spent a few hours with it this afternoon. Ended up punching holes in the throttle plates, and by God, the idle circuit's finally happy. It'll actually sit there and idle in gear. That engine likes airflow, man. That's no fucking lie, John. Retarded as he is. Emulsion tubes, weld tubes, breast and shirt sizes, jet sizes. Yep. Oh yeah, these ones are always fun. This one was a funny decal I sold a bunch of too. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this one. Sold a bunch of them through the coof days. Right. Anyway, guys, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Oh, yeah, John, you could have all the options in the world. You could have all the options in the world. I can cut them decals in any damn size you want. But I am going to go ahead and shut her down. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. And it was a fun way to unwind on a Friday night after a long week. So with that, I'm going to shut her down, and we'll catch you all next week. Take care now. Later.